not gonna disagree that she's a little wacky for me, but that smile, man, that's killing it. But same thing, like Alex, I had to find a skin that I liked, you know, and then I started to enjoy Alex. So
oh, how flat is she? Let's check this out.
How flat?
How innocent has they? Oh, they flattened her out. Look at that. So Alex is like big old.
Well, but Alex is actually sporting a
but she's still
armor bra.
Huge.
Yeah, but Yrel here has like full plate armor on.
Yeah.
Of course she wouldn't
but
be.
But even then, look at how close that is to her chest. So they have made an innocent, pure woman for the Nexus. Is what they've done with her, and that's the smile, Kyle. You don't have to like it. No one has to like it.
It's because she's so smug. Honestly, that's it.
Oh,
It's that
it's
she's
the paladin
smug.
smile?
Yeah, and Uther's smug too, but he's a lumberjack,
That's
and now I'm okay
true.
with it. And
That's
actually,
true.
I just love playing. And who's to say I won't enjoy playing this character here?
Oh, it looks like though she is a pretty divisive character. Look at chat. That's pretty interesting to see.
This is a nice little.
I'm just making notes.
Look how pretty they've made the ground pad there and all.
Sure.
They're doing some great graphics for HGC as well.
Sure.
So this is a nice little upgrade. They upgraded the launch screen here. Oh, ooh.
So they're going ahead with the decorated load screens.
Yeah.
That's
We
neat.
saw that with the Dark Nexus event, and then when we came back from it, the background was more decorated, and now they're going to be doing it per event. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Let's see. Sometimes they're not all in yet, and we can't see the new skins.
And someone was saying that the skins aren't in.
Okay,
the
so
PTR
yeah,
yet.
so the new guys, we can't poke around them yet. That's a bummer. Also, Yrel, if you were to tell me, list off the names Cthulhu and Nas whatever Hroth and all the other names of madness, Yrel is also a name of madness in my book because it leads with two consonants that should be together.
Yrel, but it sounds great when you say it with that
That's
Russian
that's a good point
accent
when you do
that
if
Draenei
Karazim's
have.
talking to you and you go Yrel.
Yrel.
Yrel, you must also support because I cannot.
Yeah. See,
Because
it
my
feels
heels
good.
do suck. Because because they made me play Karazim in the charity brawl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Kyle, what age would you be?
Never.
Never? You were
Never.
never a Harley Quinn fan?
Mr.
Look
J.
at the
Oh,
rainbow
she was
hair.
so...
Okay, well you can at least say she's had a fantastic dye job with the hair, right? Some girls put Kool-Aid in their hair. She went to a professional hairstylist and she got it done right.
Open your heart.
Oh, and it's her pigtails that are the horns. That's a cute idea.
That's a cute idea.
It's a cute idea.
Cute.
I'm trying to support you guys in chat that really like her. I gotta be the balance here. One of us has to hate her, one of us has to like her.
Well, but I mean, lore-wise, I feel like she was just given everything, and then she took credit for everything. And it'd be like if Thrall was never in Warcraft 3, because there I built a respect for him. In World of Warcraft, Thrall just kind of shows up and is like, guys, I did it. I saved the world. It's like, no, I ground the gear, Thrall. I saved the world, Thrall.
Get out of here,
Get
Thrall.
out of here, bro. This is my story. So that's why I have some problems with it. Anyway, let's go poke around her.
Poker.
Poke. See, that's a good face.
Yeah.
She's hitting. I love the hammer. I love because.
Well, it's the Light of the Night. Isn't that the official leader of the Draenei weapon?
Well, and from the old,
hammer of the
yeah,
Naru or
I think
something?
it actually is the official hammer that what's-his-face had, and I guess he died?
Velen died in the second one, the second timeline, and she took over.
Okay.
The prophet still guides us.
The prophet that you died, that you killed? Did she kill? Is she responsible like Malfurion?
No, she wasn't
okay.
responsible.
Okay. She's not. The prophet's still with us. Oops. That'd be like Malfurion being. It's fine. Ysera is watching me. Don't worry, everybody. Ysera's still with us. Let's get the noise out of here. The noise.
Have not forgotten us.
Ooh. All right. Let's get some info. Health. Mana. There's mana. Basic attack is... Wow, what? That's a good basic attack. Basic attack range does have range, like Skeleton King, so you'll be able to reach over them small walls.
Okay.
She's kind of tiny.
Yeah, I guess she is.
Compared to Muradin and stuff.
Stevenese is asking, so she's a support warrior?
She might be, like, more of a Tyrael kind of thing. She's definitely giving stuff. Movement speed unaffected, no passive armor, and a slow attack speed, but it's a big hit. So that doesn't really matter, particularly if we have movement abilities. We'll be staying sticky. I guess I'll start with the trait. Divine Purpose. Cooldown 10 seconds. Activate to instantly charge Yrel's next basic ability at no mana cost. Passive. Yrel's basic abilities charge over 1.5 seconds, increasing in effectiveness, but reducing movement speed by 25%. Oh, so it doesn't climb as I go. I'm now enhanced by the Divine Purpose.
Okay. Well, of course, Divine Purpose is enhancing.
And now my abilities would be instant instead of charged. So I'm going to wait the 2 seconds here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so I activate it.
Oh, look at that spin. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and it doesn't auto-activate at full power. I'm still holding on to it, which is nice.
Oh, cool. So how long can you hold on to it?
Infinitely, it looks like, yeah.
Huh.
That's real nice, because then I'll be able to actually use my power when I want to.
Yeah.
And while I'm decreased in movement speed, I'm assuming there's an upgrade somewhere that'll let me get rid of that movement speed, like Skeleton King, or get rid of that detriment a bit.
Now is the time.
All right, so Battle for Azeroth is releasing November 3rd. What are your thoughts on them doing this Warcraft thing now? Do you think they should have waited? Do you think it's right on time to get the hype going?
No, they don't want to do both at the same time, because then you'd have World of Warcraft players playing World of Warcraft. This is to get World of Warcraft players to play Heroes of the Storm by showing them Alterac, Echoes of Alterac, and then being like, oh my god, I can't wait. I love Alterac. I love Yrel. I'm going to get in here right now.
Yeah. Spend
money, get invested, and then come World of Warcraft, go back over there.
Yeah, and once you've actually gotten to try her out, let us know how paladin-y she feels, right? Because she's got a bubble. They gave her a bubble with one of her heroics.
A bubble hearth in there, too.
Yeah, so I'd be interested to see how much paladin she's channeling.
Her damage is on the front of the swing, which is a really big deal. Which means that if you are not a optimized, sticky stutter stepper, a weaver, as we're starting to call them.
Weavers, huh?
Yeah, the idea is that amongst your spells, if you have a really slow auto attack, you weave in an auto attack. In particular, for people like Thrall, whose animations lead with the attack, you can see that you can really quickly come out of it and get moving. Whereas if you got stuck in here, you might be seduced into just doing these kind of attacks, which look great, but they're not as effective because you're not moving. And you have such a long delay between your auto attacks, you might as well get out a quick one and then move to the next thing.
Do you think she puts horseshoes on her hooves?
You know, that's a good question.
I don't think they're on there, but would you put horseshoes if you had hooves?
I mean, they do pave the streets of the Alliance towns, so I'd say yes.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why you need horseshoes in the first place, is you're running on material harder than your hooves were meant to run on.
Yeah.
Let's go ability by ability. Vindication. Mana. 6 second cooldown. 6, 6, 6.
Oh.
10.
Oh!
Real spammy.
Whoa,
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 whoa! A paladin!
With 6, 6,
yeah.
6?
Yeah.
I'll let you guys make what you will of this design.
As you will. Well, her little feet stick out the bottom, right? Yeah, yeah. So well, that's the whole joke, that all trolls and Draenei, when they get boots, have to cut off the bottom foot part and then just slide on the cuffs.
Yeah. And I like muffins. A gentleman doesn't ask and a lady doesn't tell.
Unleash holy energy around Yrel, dealing blight damage. Nearby enemies healing for 100, healing her. Charging this ability increases the damage up to 130 and 33.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an uptick with damage.
Yeah. But still not absurd when we compare it to her auto attack or other level 1 abilities. So definitely tank-like.
I love how she floats when she gets that going.
If it wasn't for
That's beautiful.
I'm here, everybody. You're all waiting for me. I knew you wanted me, and here I am. This would look really great. This is a great ability.
That's the imagination of the character.
I think this is what I'm already reading into and imposing on her just based off of her original video there.
Totally. And here's the thing. Epic Open World is saying this character seems too complicated for me as a low-level player. Do you feel she's going to be a complicated character if you're new to the game? How do you go about getting into a character that seems this complicated? That's
a great question. So oftentimes with abilities, you need to think about what the and statement is and how you're going to take advantage of each thing in it. And sometimes it takes a playstyle change. So Yrel's abilities are all really expensive because they have an and statement. You get a shield and your allies get a shield. You give movement speed and do damage. And you lay out this track. So you make sure whatever you're doing covers the most value options and make sure each one of those and statements is having an impact. But you're right. There is nothing easy about that. Greymane is complicated, but when you think about his swipe and his disengage and his engage, his dark flight, as a movement ability rather than a damage ability, he makes sense all of a sudden. So what we want to find in Yrel here is if there's a clear through line we can use to play her easily. And if not, then she's just high skill cap and she's just a more complicated hero, maybe by power creep and other options like that. So if I would want to have an instant one of these at full power.
Oh, wow.
I could hit my D and power my Q.
Okay.
And get myself some divine purpose vindication. I mean, honestly, everything about her looks really well done. I'm not much for the splits. Okay. There at the end.
Oh, but you know, it's not exploding of power.
Yeah.
I mean, the Beast does it in Beauty and the Beast.
No, I mean, and by opening the legs, you make it less biblical, right? But I like the Phoenix. I like the Phoenix in X-Men where you go, and your arms go out to the side and the power radiates from your pits.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
Directly from the pits. That's when you know you've made it to the big leagues.
Exactly.
Oh, and here we go.
Oh, Sebinisu. Thank you for the sub. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Righteous Hammer. Swing! Yrel's hammer. Someone else's hammer. It's the hammer she stole.
She rightfully has it because she is the leader
in this
timeline. A paladin. All paladins. You know, they sell these hammers at, like, the paladin gift shops when you go to Paladin Land in the Alliance capital, right? Don't they have a paladin wing? And it's just lined with vendors.
Who are you talking to? I've never been to an Alliance capital.
No, what about the time...
Certainly never been to the Paladin wing.
What about the time we slowly made our way through the Alliance capital to get to that dungeon?
Actually...
What about that day?
Actually, Legion Priest was the best because your guild worked directly with the Paladin guild and you had to go swing by it once or twice and it was really pompous and stuffy and all the priests were like, oh god, it's the Paladins. Hey,
do the Paladins feel the same way about priests?
Well, you got Shadow Priest, you know, your halfway priest, and then your holy priest.
Okay.
And you're all about balance. And then the Paladins show up, and they're like, we're righteous and right no matter what. And you're like, guys, there's a balance to things. What are you talking? They're all just a bunch of dude bros. They're practically playing beer pong the whole time.
Question by Steve. Beer pong all the time. I like the
Pally
idea.
pong.
Pally pong. That's that. I would.
You take off your helm.
A paladin.
They line up all the helms.
I would become a paladin.
And then you take your holy symbol and you try to.
You got your sign. It's as big as your face.
Try to get it in.
Not sure if you discussed this or had thought, but have you considered a GoFundMe for the third PC?
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Since they'd like to see us double play together.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe we'll see. We still got some parts on the way. We just upgraded the mics, as you might be noticing today. And that got rid of a lot of that echo we had in previous weeks. So I'm really pleased with the upgrades we've been doing on the channel here. And they're moving at a good pace thanks to y'all's subs and bits. So certainly keep those coming. Keep the subs coming. Keep the bits coming. Really appreciate it. And that's the money we're using directly to upgrade this stream. But we may consider something that would move things along faster.
Yeah.
That is definitely an option. Righteous Hammer. Swing! Yrel's stolen hammer for baby damage. And I'll stop ragging on in front of her and knocking them away. So it looks like it's a mini stun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's not very mini.
Oh, but that's because you charged it up. What's the basic one look like?
Charge up. Ability increases the knockback distance and the damage up to 130. Enemies hit and maximum charge are stunned. Okay, cool. So just... Okay, cool. So that's no slow, no CC.
We do not fear you.
But it's basically a Cho'Gall alt, or Cho alt, which is really impressive. That's a really big knockback. Now, I'm assuming that it is radial, and if I were to hit it, they would fly in various directions. Yeah. Oh, it even has a swing animation.
Nice.
So I actually hit the thing first as my hammer swings. There's no reason why I would ever, from a backswing or something perspective, use my hammer the opposite direction, because that's the side it's on. No, okay, cool. You automatically reset.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
That long attack speed, I'm testing to see if we can get a reset. Maybe a small one. All these abilities are really long, though, so you might not actually have to worry about that, which is really great for that ease of use we were talking about.
Protect my people.
Avenging Wrath, which I would put on an R. That's a big deal. Leap to a location, dealing damage, good damage. Area slowing 50% for 1 second. Charge up increases range. Oh, it's tiny. Tiny little circle. But it looks to be about the same size as Leap, yeah. Circle-wise? No stun, though. But you're sewn your Leap?
Yeah.
50% 1 second.
Oh, we got some questions coming in. Is a double press or a hold and release? And that was before you got to the E.
Yeah, this is a double press. So you can see here, if I use my W or my D to encharge it, with the D, I'm instant. I am instantly going to attack with this ability. So I would want to be exactly where I want to be, and they're probably going to be panicked moments, right? Like, I really want to leap over here right now.
Yeah.
So there's no charge on that. But if I do a charge, this is going. And until I click it again, I get to just march and
question, are you
hey
charging
guys,
right now?
Hey guys, I'm coming to the objective.
Can you auto while charging?
Mount up, Yrel. Get to the objective. I'm coming, guys. I'm ready. I'm gonna mess them up.
It's like that scene in Kung Pao.
Here we go.
No.
Here
Monty
we go.
Python and the Holy Grail.
But no, I cannot auto attack while charged. Okay. So hear this. I'm not like Malfurion. I am in a state where I am ready to fly, where I'm ready to explode and do my holy splits. No auto attacks during those. But it's a really it's a really good set of animations.
There is much to do.
Kind of like Valera. Maybe not like Greymane and Valera. You don't have two forms you're kind of battling with, but
is that tethered?
No.
Cool.
No, it's not.
Thank goodness.
Well, it is tethered in the sense that if I click this, I won't proceed to my location. See where my mouse is?
Oh.
This is tethered to me.
Oh,
so my mouse is out
okay.
here, my circle's there, but because I can right-click during it, unlike Tyrael, I can get it exactly where I want it to.
Yeah, but you still want to make sure you don't accidentally click it.
Yeah, I won't fly here, and I won't move all the way to that location by clicking out here.
Yeah.
I will just immediately fly. Very neat, though. Great kit so far.
So what resets the D?
The D is just cooldown based.
Oh, okay, cool.
The passive part is that charging over the 1.5 seconds, I'm reduced movement speed.
Okay.
So that's just informing me that there is bonus text to all these abilities, and it's augmented by my divine purpose.
Cool. Credo wants to know, can you cancel charges, or is it a press and cooldown?
No, I am on cooldown. I am not cooling down in the background. These are only 6-second cooldowns. So as soon as I use it, I will impose the full 6. There is no way to cancel it that I can see. You can see my D turns off here, so I can't activate that. Hitting W again is going to activate the W, and hitting another E or a right click or a left click or anything like that isn't actually unleashing it either.
Okay.
Though a left click is. So I can use right click, and then use my left click to activate the spell again, instead of re-hitting the button.
So you can double jump with trait to escape big?
No, I still have to wait on a 6-second cooldown. So I could do this if I wanted to make a bit of momentum, right? Because here we're on cooldown. Reset. So, bam, 6-second cooldown after my jump. But then I could use my divine purpose, kind of like Muradin and his cooldown reduction talent, and then I could have it ready for another go.
Cool.
And who's to say there isn't ways to stack that as we go through the kit here?
Do you think the fact that they haven't put the deactivation on any kind of cooldown, or her ability charges on any kind of cooldown once they're charged, is going to make this too powerful? Or do you think that slow is really gonna...
No, they've really made it a clunk here by making sure that D has its own cooldown and none of these abilities start. Because otherwise you would see that playstyle where people would be doing things like activating this, walking all the way across the map for 6 seconds, because they know that... Now, there's a Divine Purpose underneath it. So there's nothing wrong with charging an ability while Divine Purpose is going.
Yeah. On
cooldown, but while Divine Purpose is on, while these abilities are on, we're not getting anything else cooled down.
Yeah. Cyrus, can S key cancel it?
That's an interesting question. Let's see if Stop or Hold Fire does anything. No, no impact. You're already holding your auto attacks back anyway. While you're in this, no auto attacks allowed. I'm right-clicking everybody. A left click will cast a spell.
And then Alberta, the D doesn't reset the cooldowns, so so you wouldn't be able to do the immediate double jump,
right? Because
you jump, then it's on a 6-second cooldown. But you could, you know, then go into the second one after 6 seconds and immediately have that ultimate ready to go.
Right, you can see both those go in cooldown there.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
So I'd say in most cases you're probably going to do something along the lines of walk into a fight with whatever your engage ability is, use it, and then you'll have your quick ability for the actual combat maneuvers. And I wouldn't be surprised just looking at the kit right now to see something along that kind of style of engage. What do we got here? Damage and healing for yourself. You've got a knockback and a fly. So I can see an engage just looking at this basic ability, looking something like this. Into the jump, into a knockback, and then as you start to take damage throughout that fight, you might activate for an instant heal.
Oh, nice! So she'd be able to get to that back line, really kind of position herself well, and then push the weaker ones forward to her team.
Right. Let's actually go, let's run by Psionic Storm real quick. And see what her health amount looks like. Because she doesn't have any passive armor. And we are sitting at 2,786. 2,786. So we're slightly above Thrall, in between Thrall and Alarak. Twin Blades Varian, not too far away. Normal Varian. Tychus, Zul'jin, Gazlo. Yeah, so you're looking at a pretty... Well, where's Tyrael? Tyrael's up towards the top, actually.
Oh, wow.
What about a new Barak? Okay, he's... Any other Blaze? Those are all high stitches. Heals himself. ETC might be not a bad idea to check in on. ETC. Uther's up there. Rhaegar. So lots of people with armor. Much higher health. Khazra. Very interesting.
How long does it take the abilities to start charging to get full charge? I know it's a 6-second cooldown, but does it take the same time to fully charge up?
No, 1.5 seconds on all these abilities. You're ready to go. But that doesn't pull from the cooldown, but as we've sort of said here, you can see those ticking in the background. This guy's still going while I'm even Divine Purposed here. This guy's still recharging, and I can have everything on cooldown. And they're very fluid and they're very fast reactions. Shall we head into Talents?
We shall.
Oh my. How just Mr. Crow? I'd go with Mr. Crow.
Yeah.
3434, thank you for the sub. And Quinn241. Excellent name and thank you for the bits. Quinn is my favorite wizard name for my one-off kill 'em wizards in Dungeons and Dragons.
I've fought in many Quinns.
Marius Quinn, the orange wizard.
Many Quinns.
He's like my reference.
Orange wizard. Why is he orange?
I don't know. I just like the idea of a wizard in orange robes. I think with like a purple inside. I think that color scheme works well.
Is it like a burnt sienna kind of orange?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's real. It
more brown than orange?
Yeah, it was certainly more brown than gold.
Okay.
Let's do Light of Kaldor. That's not what that is. Karabor. Increase Vindication's radius by 15%. Do we gain radius? No. Okay, the radius is set. Healing is increased by 20% per enemy hero hit. That's a big heal. Okay, cool. So now we can kind of already see why she has reduced health compared to other tanks. Dauntless. And by the way, if it's any sort of healing ability... Oh, we were looking at level 10s? Yeah, let's turn that down. That's right. Cool. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a mind changer. Cool. Yeah, she has a lot more health. Wow. Wait, really? Okay, so we're completely butts backwards to our previous thought. Delete the last 3 minutes and advance with me now. Wow. Okay, so she's got more health than Diablo, but she's got a trait. Arthas has armor. Artanis has shields. Wow. More than Tyrael by quite a bit.
Wait, why does that say Asmodan?
Because it's Asmodan. That's how much health he has.
Oh. I thought we were looking at Yrel.
Oh, no, we're looking at everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody here. And M. Harris 10, thank you for the sub. For the prime. Cool, so she's got a lot of health. That changes my thought process immensely. Dauntless. Casting a basic ability grants... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 35 armor for 2 seconds casting a basic ability? By the way, there's no real point in experimenting with this because we don't have a perspective on what healing and health and damage looks like into her anyway. So normally these sort of... No, yeah. Diablo with souls would have more health than her. We don't need to worry about her being king of the block in that way. And she still has less than Stitches, Cho, Blaze, but very close. Very close.
Would you say it's the hammer that gives her, or the plate armor? That gives her the health.
The horns, right? Her own bot. I mean, rip ETC, right? ETC is a very difficult hero to play, but looking at the armor value of something like Dauntless, yes. Oh my god. Okay, but let's see. Clearly, it shouldn't be stackable, right? So we use the basic activating it, so actually unleashing it. It's physical armor, so we're not going to see an indicator for it. It's sneaky armor. Sneaky armor. Yeah, 35 sneaky armor of physical. Really short duration, but let's see if I were to do my engage like we talked about earlier, and I'm engaging into auto attackers. Oop. Deselected her. Because it's only... Alright, we jump. It's pretty short. It'll be tough to have on all the time. But the fact that it's 35 physical only and there's no visual for this yet is really sneaky. Let's see if she continues to be anti-auto attack over the course of her build, or if she gets anti-spells as well. After casting a basic ability, next basic attack heals for 154. Interesting. I guess that's your most universal. And this would be your if you're planning to stay stuck to somebody. Yeah. So not stackable, but 35 physical armor. That's really sneaky. Could be good. And interesting that we've gone back to a physical armor at level 1. Our last couple characters have been really anti-rock, paper, scissors. Anti-draft. So we'll have to see as she advances. Let's assume that we're totally rocking because we have a totally awesome... Nah, our auto attack is really slow. So we're going to skip that.
Choose a talent.
For World of Warcraft, I will now say Aegis of Light.
Yes!
But Aegis, as I prefer to say.
You prefer Aegis?
I like Aegis because it sounds very fancy. I think Aegis sounds more fantastical, more... There's an A and an E in there. I think it actually takes advantage of the letters that are being presented. But the technical correct way, when you do the Google search and someone sits there and goes, Aegis. Aegis in your ears.
That's, okay. I can get that. I just think of it like, I like the Aegean Sea, so I like that. That's soft.
Oh, sure.
That's soft.
King Agamemnon.
Agamemnon.
I don't think that had an A and an E, though.
It did.
Did it, really?
Well, no, you're right.
Okay.
It's just an A at the start there. Agamemnon.
Aegis of Light. Upon landing,
Ghostbuster.
Avenging Wrath grants other nearby heroes 25 normal armor for 5 seconds. Upon land, wow. Okay, well we have a friend here.
The prophet still guides us.
What? Oh, that's my, so this is my slam, but it looks like my armor ability is actually even larger, which is a nice touch because that means I can still focus the target while getting armor onto that guy. Looks like he's not receiving armor, so let's go ahead and get an ally out here. We'll just do Abathur. We'll jump next to him. Come on down, Abathur. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, he's digging.
Yep, I'll meet you.
There he is.
Cool, 25 armor.
There is
25 armor for allies. Gift of the Nadu.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Divine Purpose heals the lowest health nearby allied heroes other than Yrel for 468. That's a good heal. Divine Purpose, 10-second cooldown.
Remain vigilant.
Does this now have... Oh. What? Wow. Wow. Look at that radius. That thing's big. You do not have to be like, well, she needs a melee ally in order to take advantage of this. You'll hit the back line.
Now is the
You'll
time.
be able to do your full-blown engage. Still hit that. Wow. Hand of Freedom sounds like a cleanse.
Choose a talent.
Hand of Freedom. Grant an allied hero 35% movement speed for 3 seconds and remove all slows and roots from them. Cannot be used on yourself. 35. Remove slows and roots, though. Doesn't counter them, so not a full-blown cleanse. This is more of our Malfurion kind of cleanse business. Still, kind of off-support character. Looking more like Tyrael as we go.
Hyper says, so she's a tank, right?
She is a warrior, much like Tyrael's a warrior. She has a CC. She has 2 kinds of CC, a 50% slow for 1 second and a stun at 0.75, which is on point for most CCs that a tank or support would have. So what we're really looking for is what her crowd control option is. Because right now you have a slow that you might do an engage like this with and then knock them back to make the engage into your back line. And then you might have to heal after you got targeted down by that. So self-regeneration, 2 types of CC, and ally contributions of healing and stuff. Sounds pretty spot on to me.
My faith drives me.
Now, will she be able to solo lane? That may not be the case. But if you're doing a solo tank, you're probably not running a solo lane tank. Unless it's the mid lane, which doesn't really matter. So, we will see.
Does the score screen show her amount healed like Probius?
Healing, shielding. No. No, she doesn't have that turned on for herself. And I've taken 0 damage because I'm fighting dummies. So let's try that armor. Advance!
And howdy, Heavy Pets. Haven't been able to catch too many streams. Is Kristen a regular now?
Good to see you, Heavy. Yep, Kristen has joined me on the regular now. I, of course, get rather busy playing the video game, and Kristen's here to help manage the chat, giveaways when we do them, and everything else of that nature, as well as just hang out and be awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, Heroes Forge has come to a close. If you enjoyed that Heroes of the Storm podcast, Kristen was a part of that for the past 2.5 years, forging heroes over there, including Yrel. You have a Yrel episode that you guys can all go check out with Jeffrey Reynolds. But that show's come to a close, so hey. Yes, exactly. My reading eye human. Exactly.
I need a little vest.
As you guys may know, I'm very dyslexic, so I can get overwhelmed with words. She's here to help me out if I get confused just based on the words on the screen, as well as helping you guys out.
Also the coffee.
The coffee's nice.
Also the coffee.
Yeah, well, you know. Brewing coffee. It's important. 7. So we got light, we got some armor for allies, but I like this heal idea. 10-second cooldown, though, but that doesn't bother me with Uther in the world. Righteous Momentum. Here we go. While channeling Righteous Momentum at maximum charge gain, 45% movement speed. Well, I was joking earlier that you'd be like, guys, I'm on the way to the objective. But now I am on the way, actually, at 45% movement speed.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That
so
seems...
my mounted speed is 130. And My charge movement speed, okay, 120. All right, so we're doing 40 on top of the already reduced movement speed. I'm not moving at above mounted speed, but pretty damn close, right?
Do you think she could with legs like that? Because they're powerful and
Yeah.
they're built for running. I mean, the spring load action on that
Yeah.
design.
I think she should. I think she should be doing more of an antelope-y kind of
Ooh.
movement.
I like that.
Good to see you fighting,
Do you
Irish. Thank you
think-
for the sub.
Do you think she's eventually going to have a Mr. Tumnus?
Oh,
Skin?
I don't know, man.
Also, we have...
I've read Greek history, and that Mr. Tumnus is a molester. They all are.
What?
They all are.
He's
Every
pure
satyr
lion
is
witch
a
in
dirty,
the
dirty
wardrobe.
thing.
You're a dirty, dirty thing. You also have some more people to thank, Kyle.
Would it be Braun.tm as a trademarked? Braun is trademarked. Welcome to you. Thank you for the sub. And Tea Time with Twin, good to see you again. 9 months. We're going to get to that, and we're going to play some custom games today on Alterac.
Nymain is asking a follow-up question. Can she keep up with a Lunara?
We'd have to see. Lunara is 130, 140 with the hippity hop on, right?
And Muffin's making a good point. She's wearing full plate armor. Lunara is wearing merely the foliage of the forest.
That's true. That's true. Legs were made for running. That's a cute talent, though. Won't be coming into use very often in our pre-planned engage idea. Plus, I'm planning on this engage looking like this, with a Avenging Wrath to lead with for the engage, then into a Divine, into the Slam, and then the explosion to follow.
It was suggested by Nymain that it might be Brondo, like the Thirst Mutilator, and all I see with this is wreck your pants like the Incredible Hulk.
Is this like a Power Thirst kind of
It might
thing?
be like Power Thirst.
Wow.
I mean, there's
we'll watch that offline just in case.
Okay, cool.
Holy
Choose a
Avenger!
talent. Choose a talent. Choose a
Hitting an
talent.
enemy hero with Avenging Wrath at maximum charge reduces cooldown to 1 second. Oh, here you go. Someone wanted an engage disengage.
Oh, nice.
So full powered slam. Down to 1 second.
There you go.
Yeah. For another slam. So naturally, but why would you want to do this? What possible world would you have where you'd want to do that?
Why not? I mean, what if they try to run away and you jump in front of them and then they freak out and then they go the other way and then you jump in front of them? Like,
Right.
They can't escape you.
I guess this is more of like a cursed hollow, whoops, I messed up maybe sort of deal. Where like you want to interrupt the curse and then you go, waha! And then you're like, oh, whoops. Hey guys. How's it? Oh, I didn't hit a hero though. Is this only heroes? Hitting a hero. Okay. Oh, that's a big distinction. I have to hit a hero.
Oh,
So
okay.
I could be here and jump to there and then use another escape. But I'm not getting a double no heroes in the way travel mode over all the walls kind of business.
Gotcha. And Kill's asking, wouldn't the engage go off better if you can move faster? The charge, jump, engage makes you move slow enough that it could be telegraphed to have the enemy get out of the way.
That's true. I may want to speed along my initial charge so nobody knows it's coming. I'm thinking more of an objective kind of situation. I keep talking about Cursed Hollow here, where it's something we all know is going to happen. We all know this back target dummy wants to channel. Yeah, I've got big old wings, but he's still going to go for it. And then I'll lead with that slam to try to push him into my allies. Cute idea, though. Mounted steed. Wait, hang on. Isn't that redundant?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Oh,
I mean,
Divine Steed.
Unless you have a
No.
horse mounting a horse.
I took mounted and added the steed and put the divine in the bottom, and it's all good.
We had someone really excited
it's
for
not
this
called-
in chat.
Mounting is instant and also grants 80% movement speed that decays over 3 seconds.
Wow!
There is
Whoa!
no-
Nice. So just like your paladins. Well done.
Oh, really? Oh, because they had that charge seat, right?
Right. You can jump. Sort of, it came after Diablo, actually, I believe, influenced by the Crusader over there, having a cool mounted charge ability.
Yeah.
And now you can do that on your paladin. And one of the cool things about World of Warcraft is you mount up on the mount that you selected.
Yeah.
That's a cute idea. Of course, you are still susceptible to getting hit, yes? Yeah.
Could it be a talent to help with peel? Jump in, body block for a second, and then run yourself?
It's tough to know her body size. Look at her circle here and how small it is. Like, with Stitches and Diablo, you can really occupy a lot of these gaps. So with her increased movement ability, with her knockback, it looks like honestly, they gave her a Chromie-sized body. She's really small. In fact, do they go into unit radius? Here we go.
Oh, what a fantastic way to start that.
Unit radius. So,
No way.
even Skeleton King, or I guess he's under Leoric here. So Leoric is at 0.8, and let's see, where's our Greymane? Down there at 0.7, and Chromie is at 0.63. Lost Vikings even further down. Tyrande, yeah, so we're probably hanging out in this kind of range. Not, oh, there we go, populated.
It's a reveal.
Johanna is pretty small in comparison to a lot of the tanks. Same size as Brightwing.
Huh.
Interesting.
And Hachi, what happens when you run around spamming mount and dismount?
There is much to do.
You would get the cooldown forced on you, so I can use that bonus 80% speed. It would take some math to know if it'd be worth being dismounted, but I doubt it.
Oh, right.
Because there's the degrading speed,
as soon as it's
and then you're
gone.
stuck at 4 seconds. I'm not because it goes away. I'm deactivating the mount here.
Yeah.
If anyone's confused about that, but you can see my movement speed in the top from 180% decreasing fast. But it will be a burst of speed, and mounting instantly, of course, cuts out the mount time.
Yeah.
Who?
Samara?
Samara's light?
Probably a Naru. I can look
I
up
think
who she is.
I think an A died halfway through the
I don't
word.
think it's Samara from the ring. It's too many A's.
While above 50% health, gain 15% movement speed. So this is a force movement level at 7.
I've got it.
Not
Samara is the older sister of Yrel, initially found in Embery village.
Oh. She doesn't look like she's having a good time.
No, apparently she cared for you because something happened to your parents.
Actually, we haven't checked out the dance.
And the sister died.
Oh, she does a little trot.
Aw!
That's cute. Little goat dance.
Does she faint like a fainting goat?
Oh my
That was
god. She's such waifu fodder.
She is.
Look at that bounce. Oh
It's
my
cute.
god. It is cute. It is cute.
Does she... This is gonna sound real bad, but does she jiggle in the Harley Quinn costume when she dances?
I don't know.
I have to know
We'll have
this
to check it
now.
out. We'll check it out for you.
Okay, thank you.
That's a cool taunt. I like that
Yeah.
a lot. Running into the middle of the map and
Drawing
being
a
like,
line.
oh yeah. That's a great taunt. Really great.
Hold the line. I will be back.
Ooh, heavy pets. Oh, well, speaking of spamming, I wonder about the implications of spamming your Hearthstone
There
for
is
the
no
invulnerability
power
with that
stronger than
talent.
Yeah, it looks like you're locked into it, but we will find out as we go. Let's go ahead and advance to 10.
Choose a talent.
All right, so
Choose a
far I've got
talent.
Light of the Karabor,
Choose a talent.
some Gift of the Naru,
Choose a talent.
movement ability, I guess I'm not sure actually, quite yet. I guess I'll just do
Choose
that.
a talent.
Argent Defender. 40 mana, 100-second cooldown. Okay, so puts us on with our Wombo combo ults. Surround Yrel in a barrier for 3 seconds, absorbing all damage taken and healing her for 50% of the damage received. A barrier.
You cannot break me. The prophets
Okay.
guides us.
So this is a Varian Protect on a heroic R. And don't target the tank during it.
Does it soak up damage or it just
It does.
soaks up all
50%
damage?
of damage received turns into healing.
Oh.
So you absorb all damage. There's no delay on it. Reminds me a lot of my Abaddon?
Abaddon?
Abaddon. My Abaddon from... I read it in my head for 10 years straight wrong, so
Yeah,
I'll never remember how to say it correctly.
I don't know. That's what I assume, but I could be wrong too.
Interesting.
So, the healing, is it just for her or for her and teammates?
Only
or...
for her right now.
Okay.
It looks like my other one. It is instant, though. Okay, I am stunned.
Oh, wow, look at that.
We do not fear you.
But you're still soaking at those stuns, which makes
Yeah,
sense.
so I'm protected, but I'm not unstoppable.
Can you hit R while channeling?
Bow to you.
Yes, they said that in the video, so I should be good to activate R whenever I want.
Nice.
Cool. So I can be mid getting ready to fly, and I can activate that.
Cool.
Here at 10, let's get a feeling for the heal size. So I'm healing for 474. Let's go see what it looks like hitting this pile of heroes. 853. That's a pretty good heal off my level 1 talent.
There is much to do. You cannot break me.
Pretty short, but you will full heal, and it is completely instant. There's no ghouls to summon out. There's no delay.
I will never bow to you.
And that's gonna get slammed for more help. Yeah.
Now you have not forgotten.
Pretty good, but really, really long cooldown. Great mana cost, though, so luckily I won't be dueling for an extended period of time and then have to hit my button only to have nothing come out.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Wise decision.
Choose a talent.
By the way, I'm just going Divine Steed because it looks pretty, not because it's a pick. Sacred Ground. 40 mana, 40-second cooldown. It always feels crazy when we have these guys so polar opposites in their cooldowns. Yrel sanctifies the ground around her, gaining, what, baby Tyrael? So 40% or 40 armor until she leaves the area. Oh.
Oh.
Only her.
Now.
Oh.
The Naru
Yep.
are with
Oh.
Oh.
me. This my shield.
Interesting.
So it stays
Oh, it
there.
turns
How
off.
long? Yeah. How long does that stay?
Until she leaves.
Wait, so it's
Really?
another indefinite one?
And I'm already on cooldown.
Let's give it some time.
Yeah, I'm already on cooldown, which means I... Well, hang on. Toggle cooldowns.
The Naru are with me.
So it lasts forever?
Yeah, jeez.
I
Like
will protect
Volskaya.
my people.
You might want this for yourself?
Yeah, and Lodvar is saying that ult has a very low cooldown.
Yeah.
You will go no
So,
further.
Yeah.
And Kill's saying put it on a point capture place, yeah.
Right, so the big strategy here would be displacing her out of it for the counterplay.
Here's a question. Once the armor's beaten out of you, does it regenerate?
What do you mean?
So you're on this thing, it gives you plus 40 armor. People fight you on it, they fight you down so you lose your armor. Does it give you 40 back?
No, they'd have to push me out to get rid of it.
Oh, so they'd have to do damage under
No,
the
have not
40?
forgotten.
Oh, I
No,
see
no,
what
yeah,
you're saying.
inside this area,
it's
right?
It's not
So
like a spell shield.
it's not
that
even,
can be...
it has nothing to do with heroes either.
Okay.
Like, I can do this on this boss. In
Got
fact,
it.
I wonder if I could take this boss with 40 armor.
Yeah, and the question is, how good is 40 armor?
Well, it's 40% all damage reduced.
The prophet still guides us.
And it's all damage armor?
Right, this is full armor, unlike our physical armor from earlier.
Not guide my hand.
Maybe I can't do this.
And hey, Neutronov, yeah. That's pretty brutal.
That's awesome, though. Wow.
The light
So, of course, in a vacuum here, it looks incredible. In reality, would have quite a bit of clunk, and of course, me leaving it cancels it. And it's...
Yeah, so if you get a haymaker, right?
Right, well, and even that, like, you could just not... I'm melee, and my range is not huge. I don't even have a poke spell.
That's true.
At
You don't
all.
even have to fight it.
I don't even have, like, a Holy Radiance that I can shoot out. I actually have to physically catch up to you, and you have to be within this range. And if you just leave, if you're these knights over here, nobody cares. I just ruined my own thing. I can't even go fight the start. Oh, I can. I can. I do have a little bit of range on me.
I will
That
fight
Skeleton
to the
King
end.
size range. So it's limited, but in a vacuum here, and thinking about like a Cursed Hollow Volskaya situation, that's rather incredible, and I'm really curious to see what the level 20 augments are for
The
it.
Naru have not forgotten us.
Advance! Obviously, I like that one a lot
Choose a
because of the
talent.
shorter cooldown.
Choose
There's
a
not as big of a
talent.
requirement for it to be totally rockin'.
Choose a talent.
Get to the Naru.
talent.
Let's
Choose
do
a
Sacred
talent.
Ground for now.
Prophet still
Choose a
guides
talent.
us.
Aldor Peacekeeper, nice. Enemy heroes hit by Vindication. Vindication. Okay, my heal thing. At maximum charge, deal 30% less damage for 3 seconds. Did they get drippy? No? For 3 seconds.
This realm needs our help.
No drippies? If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, there's a graphic of a bunch of down arrows that appears on enemy heroes when their damage is reduced. If that graphic doesn't appear, it means that you can trick your enemy players into thinking they're doing full damage and diving, applying themselves hard in a team fight, when actually they haven't done anything. But looks like I never took it,
I
so
will make the exarchs proud.
let's see. Drippies. Yeah, he's all drippy. He's all drippy. Cool, so we're good. Bam. Cool. All right, so they're all reduced by 30%.
There is much to do.
It is clear. This doesn't tell you how many drippies, doesn't augment, like, what amount of damage you've reduced them by. So it could be 90%, it could be 30%, but we do get a good drippy spell. So 30% reduced damage for everyone around you when you do your explosion.
Gross.
Pretty
People
good.
are not going to expect that. They're going to fall prey to some
Choose a talent.
serious biz.
It does have a
Choose a
graphic
talent.
associated with it,
Choose a
but
talent.
it's not very loud. Increase Avenging Wrath slow by 25% and the duration by 0.5. Down to a 75% slow.
I will protect my people.
We got an Arthas here. Full movement speed.
There is no power.
Avenging Wrath, yeah? Okay.
You have to land
There we go.
right on them? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty small range. Okay, so that's more of like your Chen kind of talent, where you're saying, boy, I want another CC that's almost a root, but my kit doesn't have anything like
Remain
that,
vigilant.
so I'm going to turn my slow into an almost root. Velen's chosen for
Choose
what
a
it's
talent.
worth.
Choose a talent.
Nice picks,
Choose a
Velen.
talent. Choose a talent.
Hitting an enemy hero with basic abilities at maximum charge grants 10 spell power. Up to 30. Oh, because I'm hitting enemies. Enemy heroes only, though. Well, these
My
all
faith is
do
rewarded.
spell power, after all. So, spell power? And my augment... Okay, here we go. 10 of 30. Didn't I hit 3 heroes at once?
What's the
Oh,
text?
it's only per instance.
Okay.
With a basic ability at maximum charge. Cool. So in order to get the maximum thing, how long does this go? 10 seconds. For 10 seconds. Okay, so there's no problem with me doing my sweet engage, getting spell power here, winding up a hit, getting spell power. No?
Ooh. Full charge.
Oh, it wasn't full charge. Good point. Good point. Okay, so let's do the engage again. Jump, activate immediately for the super slam,
My faith
and then we're gonna
grows.
heal because we're being targeted.
Nice.
And now
there
we're
you
at
are.
30% spell power. 271. I want that to go away. I missed the number.
This realm needs our help.
Herp, 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 herp. 208. Okay. So her spell damage is pretty low. Wait, spell power though. Ah! Spell power affects healing.
There is much to do.
So if I were doing this talent, which increases it by 20% per hero hit, and I'm going to heal, I guess I wasn't missing health. Let's go
Be
missing health.
judged by the light. The Naru have
We gotta be
lost.
missing a lot of health. Because we're gonna do multiple
Time to
heals
take a stand.
and see the spell power go up. Okay, there we go. Alright. So here's my heal. Bam! 1,055. $1,248. So not absurd, but extra 200 certainly helps out. Interesting level. I'm not sure. Let's go to 16.
Choose a talent.
My faith thrives.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
My
Choose a
faith
talent.
is rewarded.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Templar's Verdict. Righteous Hammer reduces armor. Reduces armor of enemy heroes by 20 for 2 seconds. Divine Favor. Casting. A basic ability reduces the cooldown of Divine Purpose by 2 seconds. What? That's... We have a very stackable build, then, with extra healing. Max charge. Nothing there.
A question for you for the last little bit. Is the ult healing affected by the spell power buff?
That's a good question. It's incoming damage, 50%. But let's go ahead and test that.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
So we got Ardent Defender, and that was Velen's Chosen.
Choose a talent.
Cool. Let's test that.
I will protect my people.
We gotta lose some health. Get a baseline. Our control group. Okay. So 157. Now let's go get some bonus spell power. Okay, bonus spell power achieved.
I will fight until the end.
So we're gonna go smack this real fast just to make sure we maintain it. We'll take some damage.
Now is the time. I will never
190.
bow to you.
Or one, yeah. So yes, spell power does affect incoming damage healed. Very interesting. And with that kind of stack ability, I want to do this Gift of the Naru thing though, because I'm going to be reducing my cooldowns.
Choose a talent.
That doesn't matter for this. Okay.
Choose a talent.
We can't really mess with armor reduction because it's tough in a environment like this to know what that's going to feel like. Any basic ability? Not even fully charged? Okay, let's try our thing. So we go in for the engage, and we pop an instant smack back. Then we're going to heal up. Oh, my cooldowns. Okay.
All right, good.
Okay, all right.
Let's do this.
All right. Pop, wham, slam, healing. Boom!
Yeah.
My faith drives me. It is time to take a stand.
That seems like a pretty good stack combined with my Velen's Chosen and maybe my Gift of the Naru. Let's see what that other guy is. Looks like it's an auto attack talent.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Holy Wrath. After casting a basic ability, Yrel's next basic attack splashes for 30% of increased damage around the target. Okay, so a splash based on. What do I gotta do? Basic ability? Any? Oh wow, I have like little World of Warcraft style buffs.
Aw.
What's the healing symbol?
We got a purple explosion there.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Oh, and you know what?
There is much. We do not
I'm gonna
fear
switch
you.
to this since you don't, guys don't need the map. And then you can see the text when Kyle looks up. There we go. That should be okay. Cool.
Interesting. I'm not sure what the plus sign is or why it's now active.
And that turned on when you
Now
chose
is
that
the
ability?
Yeah,
Be judged
it's
by
a
the
fine crit for level 16.
Nature's Path saying must be the level 1.
Maybe,
talent.
right?
Choose
Does
a
it only
talent.
activate once I... No. The symbol only becomes active
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
once I've taken Holy
Choose a
Wrath.
talent.
And once I've activated it once.
My faith
Yeah, there it
drives
is.
Or maybe
Choose a
I need to
talent.
activate an ability
Choose a
first here.
talent.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, so it's related to this guy. Next basic attack heals. Oh, so I'm just not losing the mark here.
It is time
Oh,
to
I don't
take
have
a
any health to
stand.
lose, which is why my next basic attack isn't healing me,
There
and it's
we
stored
go.
for the next auto
There we
attack.
go.
Cool, got it. All right.
Choose a talent. 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 Choose a
Interesting.
talent.
I like this divine favor idea.
Will make the exarchs proud.
Let's go see what's at 20.
Choose a talent.
None of
choose a
this
talent.
matters.
Choose a
Well
talent.
chosen.
Ward
Choose a talent.
of Glory.
It still guides us.
Argent Defender heals nearby allied heroes for 100% of the healing received.
Oh.
Yeah. So still on that 100-second cooldown, but now really making sense as a 100-second cooldown. As you stand in all the poop and get a big ol' heal for your allies. Let's see if graphically if it's like, oh.
The burden is mine to bear.
I heard a little ting ting ting.
Yeah. Some heals going off there. Cool. Well, that's a big, big, big area. That's a really big area to be healing in. That looks pretty stellar.
Choose a talent.
But I don't want to
Choose a
climb all the way to
talent.
20 just to get Ardent Defender to be what I think a 100-second cooldown might be worth.
Choose a
Sacred
talent.
Ground.
Choose a talent.
Hallowed
Choose a talent.
Ground. Casting Avenging Wrath while inside Sacred Ground moves Sacred Ground to Yrel's location upon landing.
This
Well,
realm
there
needs
you
our
All right.
go.
The light protects me.
So
Ah,
that's pretty cute.
sure.
Wow. Huh. So you would naturally combine that with your talent from earlier.
Oh, it keeps going.
Yeah, no, it's infinite. I can do that as long as I want.
Stronger than hope.
So if anything I would
Choose a
do
talent.
doesn't
Choose a
matter.
talent.
Avenging Wrath applies other nearby heroes'
Choose a
armor, I
talent.
guess. Reduce cooldown.
Choose a talent.
Sacred
Choose a talent.
Ground. Sure.
Choose a talent.
Doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
I like the divine favor. The image they
Choose
went
a
with
talent.
is a mosaic. of
Yeah, the
sorts.
stained glass.
Yeah. How long is the cooldown on the
light
trait?
will protect us.
The trait 10 seconds.
And how's the range of healing nearby allies?
Big. Big. It's not shown anymore because I didn't take the talents. We're going to test this out real fast. But it's a little bigger than this, honestly. The heals are really large. So we would do this for a decreased cooldown if we need to pursue somebody and we wanted to keep our armor.
Yeah. Well, that seems like quite a
That's
pick.
pretty good. Now, what was the other thing? Upon landing, nearby allied heroes get 25 armor. So hey, with this sort of build and this playstyle, I would be able to give 25 armor to allies I'm hanging around.
Protect my people.
Choose
pretty
a
neat.
talent.
A wise
Choose a
Let's see the other
talent.
choices.
Choose a talent.
Bubble Hearth, 80-second
Oh!
cooldown. After 1 second, Yrel becomes invulnerable and cast Hearthstone. Cannot be canceled.
Oh.
So that answers our question earlier. You can't Bubble Hearth around
remain
like a
vigilant.
fool.
I must head back to base.
Yep.
Nice.
Be judged by the
What if you pull the plug on your game?
Then you'd DC. And you'd be done hearthing when you loaded back in. By the time you reloaded,
Now
it'd
We
work.
found the secret.
It'd be perfect.
That's how you do it.
Okay, neat. I mean, the point here is that at level 20, an 80-second cooldown is better than being dead for 80 seconds. So this is worth it come level 20. Yes, you can't B-step, it seems.
hold the line. I'll do
Useless
my best.
talent, exactly.
This realm needs our help. I must head back to base.
Okay, you can
But-
still B-step. That's good.
But it looks like you do have to actually use the 2 button. Because if I start hearthing, I'm just normal hearthing.
Oh.
So there's no danger of me accidentally using the wrong hearth.
Choose a talent.
So Bubble Hearth is
Choose a
separate than
talent.
regular Hearth. Yeah.
Choose a
Here's a
talent.
name I've seen
Choose a
countless
talent.
video game players have.
Seraphim.
Yeah. Why is that?
In Catholic religion, there are
prophet still
different
guides
tiers
us.
of angels, and the Seraphim are one tier.
Oh. Activate to become unstoppable for 2 seconds on a 10-second cooldown. Not too shabby, 10-second cooldown.
A seraph, however, so seraphim is plural apparently, and the seraph, a single seraph, is an angelic being regarded in traditional Christian angelology as belonging to the highest order of the ninefold celestial hierarchy, associated with light, ardor, and purity.
It is a common anime trope too.
My
Totally.
faith drives me.
Okay, but not insane, right? Leoric has a very similar level 20, and I want to see it. Leo!
Ooh, was Sephiroth a seraphim? Maybe?
Shroud, Burning Desire. Oh no, this has become protected, preventing all damage. And what's the cooldown on that guy? Shroud of Death King, 75 seconds. So yeah, not related at all.
There is no power stronger than hope.
Okay.
It is the pick if opponent goes heavy stun/control build.
Right, you would be unstoppable, and if you were having trouble staying in your holy ground in the first place, hollow ground isn't going to do anything, so you could be unstoppable every 10 seconds while hanging out there. I mean, that's a great every 10 seconds. It's great. Nothing wrong. That's great. It'd be a fine level 20 pick, depending on, and you just don't want to die at 20. You just don't want to die.
No.
Activate while channeling? Good question. Yep, sure can. And it's also important to say that I am not unstoppable during any of these channels. So I should be interrupted and be unable to cast the full version. So let's try that with a Golem Slam here. No, that just straight up stopped the spell. I thought I would still get it off.
You have been slain.
Cool. Let's do one more experiment here and see if this Unstoppable gets me out of things that are already active. Like roots. Obviously, I can't use it while stunned because I am not in control of my character. Arthas, please don't.
My faith
Very busy.
He was just scaring you off.
You will go no further.
He's jealous, you know? You look real good.
Yeah, no spell if you're stunned. You don't even activate the little bit that's sitting there.
And Street keeps saying an interrupt will set the full cooldown.
Deeds shall be
Ooh!
remembered.
Well, we were unstoppable for the stun, but I died to it. I was trying to get him to cast a root. I want to know if he's out. And I mean, not like getting stuck on your full 6-second cooldown is too tragic, but it does leave some counterplay options, so Yrel's just not walking around hitting everybody with whatever she wants. Gonna dodge that guy. Let's get a root. Root me! He doesn't like rooting if there's not more than one target sometimes. Do it! There we go.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
Perfect.
Fancy.